Standard 8 Maths, Chapter 6 Squares and Square Root. Hello everyone. In last video we have seen the method to find the square of a particular number and also how to find the square of a number which ends with 5 or which have 5 at its unit place. Now we will see Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets. So before that, we will see what is Pythagoras theorem, and these Pythagorean triplets are based on this. So for that, what does Pythagoras theorem says? Say this is a triangle ABC and it is right angled at B. Right angled triangle means one of the angle of the triangle will be 90 degree, and so in this case angle B is 90 degrees. So it is said that triangle ABC is right angled at A. Now there are three things, like opposite to this 90-degree angle, there we have hypotenuse. What we have opposite to 90-degree angle? We have hypotenuse. This is base of the triangle. This is base of the triangle and this is perpendicular. This is perpendicular. So by Pythagoras theorem, we have, so the one necessary condition for this is the triangle should be right angled one. Okay, so according to this, by Pythagoras theorem, we have hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, in a right angle triangle ABC, we have hypotenuse square is equal to sum of base square plus perpendicular square. Necessary condition, one of the angle of the triangle should be 90 degree and side opposite to the 90 degree angle will be hypotenuse. One will be base and other will be perpendicular. This much is thick. And one thing that has to be noticed is this hypotenuse is the biggest side of this right angle triangle. It is always the biggest side. Okay, it cannot be the smaller, any smaller of these two. Fine. Now this is or if we have to write this generalized form, this hypotenuse is AC square. Okay, hypotenuse is AC, so hypotenuse square will be AC square. This base is BC square and this perpendicular is AB square. Okay, so in right angle triangle ABC, we have AC square equals to BC square plus AB square. So this particular statement we are going to use in calculating these triplets, or basically this is used. So this much you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now how to find Pythagorean triplets? There is generalized form. Generalized form means like it is 2m whole square plus m square minus 1 whole square equals m square plus 1 square. So this will represent your hypotenuse. This is either perpendicular or base. One of the things we can take as perpendicular, one we can take it as base. Okay. So here is m, any general number, but m should be greater than 1. M cannot be 1 or it should be always greater than 1. Now triplet, it is a set of three numbers in which square of the biggest number, square of the bigger number should be equal to the sum of square of other two numbers. Okay, and these two, this is 2m and this m square minus 1, these represent the other two smaller number, and this m square plus 1 represent hypotenuse or the bigger number. So this thing have to keep in mind. Like we can I hope this generalized form is clear. Now we see we have 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have to check whether this is a Pythagorean triplet or not. So what I have said, square of bigger number, that is 25, should be equal to sum of squares of this number, or we use square of this number, that is 5 square should be equal to sum of square of these two numbers, that is 3 square plus 4 square. If this condition holds true, that means these 3, 4, 5 forms a Pythagorean triplet. Fine. So this is 5 square is 5 into 5, that is 25. This 3 square is 3 into 3, this is 9. And this 4 square is 4 into 4, that is 16. Clear? 9 plus 16 is 25. So 25 equals to 25. That means both the sides are equal. So this 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet in which 5 is the hypotenuse and these 4 and 3. This can either of the value we can take it as base or perpendicular. Okay. If these 3, 4, 5, if we have to represent in okay, fine. We'll see more examples. Now, example 2 we'll see. It is on page number 98. Example 2. Page 98. Example 2. What it says? Write a Pythagorean triplet whose smallest number is 8. Okay. We have to write a Pythagorean triplet. Triplet means a set of 3 numbers and whose smallest member is 8. One number they will give and you have to find the triplet, or you have to find the rest of the 3 number. They can mention it as smallest number or the biggest number or anything which you have to find. Now, in the Pythagorean triplet we have 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, and we have taken the squares as they have explained in Pythagoras theorem. So one of the member, they said 8 is the smallest number. Okay, 8 is the smallest number. So 8 cannot be this 8, this m square plus 1. It cannot be 8 because m is the smallest number and this is the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is the biggest number among the triplet. Okay, so either 8 can be equal to this or 8 can be equal to this. Clear? So we'll check it with this m square plus 1. Suppose we have m square minus 1 equals 8. We are considering this is the smallest number and whose value is 8 given to us. So it will become m square will become this a1 will go to that side, that is 8 plus 1, and m square it is 9. So m square is 9. So value of m is 3. How it is 3? We can write this square root. I will explain in later topics or later sections. So this m square is, you can understand in that way that m square is m into m and this 9 is 3 into 3. So from here we can take m equals to 3. So value of m is 3. Therefore value of 2m will be 3 into 2, that is 6. Clear? So we have value of 2m, that is 6. Value of m square minus 1, that is 8. And m square plus 1 we have sorry. So value of m square plus 1 is, m square was 9. 9 plus 1, that is 10. Okay. So we have 6, 8 and 10. Now they said 8 is the smallest number. In this case 8 is not the smallest number. Smallest number is 6. Okay. This is also in Pythagorean triplet, but in question they have mentioned 8 is the smallest number, but in this case 6 is the smallest number. Okay. So we will take, we have tested it with m square plus 1. We have tested it with m square, we have put 8 equals to m square minus 1. Okay. But this is condition is wrong. Although triplet is coming right, but this condition is wrong. So next smallest number is 2m. I have told you either 2m or m square minus 1 will be the smallest number. So we have tested with m square minus, that was coming wrong, and we'll take it 2m equals to 8. Clear? So from here m will come 4. Okay. Now m square minus 1 will be 4 square minus 1, that is 16, minus 1 15. So value of one of the number of the triplet is 15. and m square plus 1 will be 4 square plus 1, that is 16 plus 1 17. So we have 2m equals to 8. We have m square minus 1, that is 15, and we have m square plus 1, that is 17. Now we have to check whether that 2m square, whether this 2m square plus m square minus 1 whole square equals m square plus 1 whole square or not. Now this is 2m is 8 square, that is 8 square. This value of m square minus 1 is 15 square. So, and this m square plus 1 is 17 square. So this is 64, this is 225, and this is 289. If we add, this is 289, this is coming true. So the triplet we have 8, 15 and 17. So this 8, 15 and 17 is the required triplet. I hope this is clear. Now example 3. Example 3 says find a Pythagorean triplet in which one of the member is 12. One of the member they have given 12. So we'll start, we have to find 2m. This is m square minus 1 or m square plus 1. So we can start it with any number. So suppose if we are taking with m square minus 1. This is given, value of either of these three is given. So it is 2. So m square will become 12 plus 1, 13, and 13 is not a perfect square. Okay, so value of m cannot be a perfect square number, or it cannot be a perfect square root. So this we will not consider. Okay. So we'll try it. We will put this. So this is wrong. So we will put this 2m equals to 12. Okay. So this is m equals to 6. Now we will find m square minus 1, that is 6 square minus 1. This is 36 minus 1. 36 minus 1 we have 35. And that is m square plus 1, that is 6 square plus 1. This come out to be 36 plus 1. We have 37. So the triplets are 12, 35 and 37. I hope this is clear. So this was all about finding square root or Pythagorean triplet. So we'll start up with exercise 6.2 in our next video. Thank you.